All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house. And today we're gonna compare the Benchmade Proper with the Civivi Rustic Gent because these two guys are quite similar. They're both modern slip joint, but they have some differences. So let's see where they share things. For example, they have a similar cost. If you consider the base model for both, they are more or less in the same range. In this case, you have like Damascus blade, which increases the cost, and in this case, you have a titanium scale made by Flytanium. If you would pick like the micarta version with the non-Damasteel version, for this one, the price would be pretty much similar. Size-wise, they are more or less the same, and as well as the weight. Thickness, it's very, very similar. They also have both half stops. You see, mechanism. So you can just, they just stop like 90 degrees. They both share like a nail nick, but the Civivi just is sporting like a fuller as well, but also you can use it as a nail nick. Ergonomics are gonna be quite similar, not exactly the same. Of course, this is a little bit more rounded here, and this is gonna have a little bit sharper corners, but overall, the handle length is the same. So you're gonna experience in a similar way handling this knife. The differences are very interesting because, of course, you have a different kind of steel here. This is a beautiful Damascus, raindrop pattern, and in this case you have S30V steel. So you have different options, of course, for the steel in this case, and you can also choose different shapes for the blade. You can choose a clip point or a ship foot, so you can customize a little bit more. For the Benchmade, you can choose a G10 scale handles or carbon fiber as well. So you can, let's say, customize your knife. Something else in that they are not sharing is the presence of the jimping on the Benchmade. It's not like super aggressive, actually. It just disappears a little bit, but not really functional, just more like an aesthetic kind of thing. And on the Civivi, there's just nothing. Blade profile, in this case, you have a little bit more belly here and more point on the Civivi, but it's just because of this blade configuration. For the handle, you see that the Civivi has bolsters, and this is a really nice design. I like this look, the combo between carbon fiber and micarta. It's very, very interesting. And for the Benchmade, you're just gonna have like a full scale of micarta. Also, the micarta, as you can see, it's quite different. So the texture, it's very, very different. The pattern is different. The feel also is gonna be different. So something to keep in mind. If you notice, on this side, the screws, they have no Torx bit sockets, whereas on the Civivi, you can see that the bits are on both sides, the holes. Something different, Benchmade is using a T6, Civivi is using a T8. Here you go. So something also different to remember. What else is different? Oh, well, that's the biggest one, is that Civivi has a lockback. As you can see, blade locks in place. It's not gonna go anywhere. You need to push this button here to unlock the blade. The Benchmade doesn't have any lock. It's just a pure slip joint. As you can see, so this is a, let's say, a slip joint lockback with the lockback because of the half stop. The walk and talk, it's for sure different. You see? And the noise also, it's gonna be, of course, different. The strength you need to deploy this blade is considerably more than the strength you need to pull out this blade right here. This is very light, snappy and locks in place. Whereas this one, it requires much force. And you see, it doesn't snap to the half stop up to here, kind of like here, okay? And then you see, it snaps back right from here. So walk and talk is different, action is different. And also something else that it's different is that this guy, of course, is from Civivi, based in China. And of course, Benchmade is made in USA, from Oregon. So something, to keep in mind. So there you have it. This was my comparison between the Benchmade Proper and the Civivi Rustic Gent. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.